All empires fall eventually. It is the way of things. By Aaron Morgenstein from the book The Night Circus, published on September 13th, 2011. I'll be informing the students of Communication 110 about how the Roman Republic fell. I will also be discussing how political divide, client armies, and the events of Julius Caesar caused the Republic's collapse. We will be going back to 133 BCE to the first major event that would cause this great collapse. My first main point is political divide between the upper and lower classes. Since the creation of the Republic Senate, there have been two factions that opposed each other greatly, based on social class. The upper class, called the patricians, would do anything and everything to keep power over the lower class, called the plebeians. Then, in 133 BCE, Rome experienced its first political murder in its history of the Republic. Senators were angry that Tiberius Gracchus, an elected official who had tried to redistribute land to the poor, was seeking a second term as tribune to the plebs. By Becky Little's How Rome Destroyed Its Own Republic on www.history.com, created on November 5th, 2015. With the assassinations of Tiberius and another tribune named Gladius, the Senate splintered off into even more factions, based on whether they wanted to support the people or support their own agenda. Members of the elite now identified themselves as either supporters of the people, the populares faction, or supported the best, the optimanes faction. The elite splintering into bitterly hostile factions remained a source of murderous political violence until the end of the Republic. Lynn Hunt, The Making of the West, People and Culture, September 2007. I have just discussed my first main point, political divide. My second main point is how generals used client armies to take power from the Senate. Client armies was when Roman generals such as Sulla and Marius would give land to foot soldiers, making them more loyal to themselves than the Republic government. Then they would use these loyal armies to take over the Senate and make themselves a higher ranking position within the Senate, such as consul or dictator. A quote from John Green. Or look at Sulla, who, like Marius, ensured that his armies would be more loyal to him personally than that of Rome, but who marched against Rome itself and became its dictator, executing thousands of people in 81 BCE, 30 years before Caesar entered the scene. From his video, Roman Empire or Republic, or which was it? Crash Course World History, number 10, March 29th, 2012. I have just discussed my second main point, client armies. My third main point is the assassination of Julius Caesar. After Caesar had made many changes that made the common folk happy, Brutus and other conservative members of the Senate conspired to murder Caesar. After successfully assassinating him, Brutus and the others didn't have plans for the government and just sort of hoped that the government would revive itself. They naively expected the Republic to revive automatically after Caesar's murder, ignoring the political violence of the past century and the deadly imbalance of Roman values, with great men placing their competitive private motives above the community's well-being. Lynn Hunt, The Making of the West, People and Culture, September 2007. I have just discussed my third main point, Julius Caesar. I have just discussed how political divide, client armies, and the events of Julius Caesar caused the Roman Republic's collapse. One final quote to end this off that is really summarizing of this speech quite well. It's by Julius Caesar himself. The difference between a republic and an empire is the loyalty of one's army. Access through www.quotemaster.com on October 6, 2021.